Hey all you lunatics. So for today's video, it's going to be like a vlog, and it's from this past weekend's show at Stripe Nine Brewing Company, which is like a brewing company, but it's also a restaurant. It's really cool. I've been playing there for a long time now, so you guys get to see a little performance bit of that, and then afterwards I get to talk to Sean, who is the brewing guy and one of the owners of the establishment, and he talks about how he brews and how he goes about his business, and we get to sample his beer, and it's amazing. So stay tuned for that. If you guys liked this video, feel free to like, comment, and just obliterate that subscribe button. Just smash it out of the sky. And if you see that bell icon, just hit that and you'll get notified every time I make a video. So without further ado, let's get into the video. We're all sound checked and ready to go. Here we are at Stripe 9, do a little quick scan overview. This is what it looks like from the inside out. You guys got the beautiful, here's what's on tap for today. The breweries are on the back. And hopefully, Sean will be here to show you guys how he makes this awesome beer. But for now, let's get to some music. Let's go. All right, here's a quick gig rundown. We're using the Yamaha MG10XU. Get the beer away from the mixer. We're going into the alto speaker, the 2X12 right here. Boom, boom. Use my new Takamine guitar. This thing's a beast. You guys will see a new review video on that. Using the Sennheiser microphone right here. I got my iPad just for lyrics and tabs if I need them. For requests. People request stuff. Got some lights. And then of course my Boss GT300. Everything's going into that. My vocals are going into the mixer and all that stuff. So. Oh, hey, how's it going? While you're watching this video, this is a perfect time for you to maybe, I don't know, like the video or comment. Don't be shy, just comment down below. You can even subscribe. You just hit the subscribe button, and then, yeah, you see all the videos. Or you hit the bell icon, and then you get notified every time I make a video, which that's only what the cool kids are doing nowadays, I hear. But you never know, that's just, I don't know, the word on the street. You do you. Let's go back to the video.
Alright, Stripe, now make some noise for me tonight. Oh, that's right. See, I'm recording tonight's performance. I'm going to be posting a new vlog on my YouTube channel, and that was just proof to everyone. Like, especially my mom. She's always like, does anyone ever come out to your shows? Like, I'm telling you, Mom. Sometimes some people come out to my shows. Who reserved a table tonight? Did anyone reserve a table? That's what I'm talking about. See that, Mom? I'm telling you, people come out to my shows. This song goes out to my cozy screen right over there. Thank you for the request. Here's some Tennessee whiskey by Chris Stapleton. I hear he uses like staples like a ton. I used to spend my nights out in the bar. stouts are really tasty. You should give them a try. Nice stout. Give it a shot. Oh, that's Stripe Nine Stout. Senor as sweet. Oh, it's strawberry one. Senor is one. As a lesson rendered. But I say something about your love all the time. Very much for the request. I appreciate that.
So hey, what's going on, you lunatics? I'm here with Sean. Sean is one of the owners and brewers, main brewers of Stripe Nine Brewing Co.
How we doing tonight?
Yeah.
Hanging out with Lou. Nothing better.
Yo, cheers. What are you drinking right now?
I am drinking Brewery, which is a New England IPA.
Awesome. Dude, so I gotta ask, how long have you been open with Stripe Nine? How long have you been brewing it for?
We had the pleasure of opening 3 months before a pandemic. It was awesome.
Yeah, and you guys keep going, and you're constantly making new stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, at the end of the day, what are you going to do? The doors are open, a pandemic hits, you still got to battle through.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, for my viewers out there, what was your inspiration to starting a brewery, your own brewery?
I used to brew beer. I was a home brewer for years. My brother is the chef and spent some time in Italy. Really enjoyed the Neapolitan style pizza, and we just kind of married the concept.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at your brewery.
Sure.
Let's go. So what was the first beer you ever brewed?
The first commercially successful beer?
Yeah.
Wheelhouse.
Well, no shit.
Yeah.
I had a 4-pack of that, and that was really tasty.
Yeah. So, and that's an older style New England IPA. Not as much of a haze craze as some of our, like Blurry's a lot hazier.
Yep.
But it was a solid neat 5, 6, 7 years ago, and we love it. It's
nice.
we still think it deserves a spot in the lineup.
And now for your first home brew beer, what was it?
It was a lot of garbage.
Was it? I mean, I brew mead, so I totally get that. But like,
But that's the whole fun of it. Is you just keep brewing, and you start to enjoy it.
Yeah,
and you start
exactly.
to perfect it.
Yep. What was the first beer that you had at your home that was like, oh shit, I'm onto something?
I would say Wheelhouse. So Wheelhouse was named because when I did this concept with my brother Tom, he would drink my beer and he would smile, but I knew he was only smiling because,
brother,
I was his brother.
Yeah.
But he said, when you get one in the Wheelhouse, I'll let you know. And that's how the beer became known as Wheelhouse.
So when you
because
get
he drank it and said, people would pay for that.
There you go. So that's how you know when you give your brothers or your friends your beer and they're like, you're onto something. That's when you're onto something. So,
if they're willing, everyone will drink a free beer. Not everyone will pay for one. It is a micro brewery by volume.
Okay.
Definitions. We do about 250 barrels a year.
So compared to like a normal brewer, what's the difference from a microbrewer to a normal brewery?
So like a nano, I think, is less than 100 barrels a year. A micro is north of that to maybe 500, and it just keeps growing in terms of classification.
Okay. So if you want their beer, you get it fast.
Yeah. So we do what I like to call small batch brewing. This brew house is 3.5 barrels.
Wow.
My fermenters are all 7. We double batch every time we brew. I can pull 12 of these out of a fermenter.
Wow.
And if I go with the logs, it's 3 logs to a half.
No way.
So
what's the difference between a log and one of these kind of
these
beers?
are 5. These are 15 gallons, 15 gallons. So like a Thirsty Moose, a big brew house or a tap house, they always use halves. Little mom and pop restaurants, they'll take a log.
Yep. And for your college parties, you take one of these. Yeah.
So we brew all day. It's a 3-vessel brew house. We bring water up to temp. We mash grain in the middle tank, and we boil, add hops, and then it's right to the fermenter. The last beer we did is a beer that we are calling Resist. It is a international effort. We're going to donate 100% of the profits of this beer to the International Red Cross for humanitarian relief for Ukraine.
That's awesome,
We're
man.
one of like 400 brewers in the world that are doing this. We're
That's
the only
awesome.
New Hampshire brewery that's doing it. But yeah, it was fun. I'm getting, messages from people all over, which, there's a brewery in Ukraine called Pravda. They were famous for being on the news because when that brewery was shut down, they converted their beer bottles into Molotov cocktail.
I heard about the Molotov cocktails.
Yeah, so
no
they're
way.
making Molotov cocktails for the general Ukrainian people that want to throw them at tanks. It's insane.
Wow, guys, that's
Yeah,
insane.
So
Good for you guys.
when
though.
you get a DM from those guys saying we appreciate the support, it's humbling.
Wow, that's awesome. Good for you guys. Good
so
for you.
That's the beer we're gonna taste. So it's pretty much a stock stout.
Ooh.
We did their recipe.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, there's a taste of Ukraine. We did 80 pounds of beetroot. Beetroot is, they call it beetroot, we call it beets.
Yep, that's common to their land, right?
It is.
Okay.
It's a common, it's in a lot of their soups, foods. It is really rich in simple fermentable sugars. So from a brewing perspective, it's awesome.
Oh.
So
I'm excited.
I'll let you have a taste, and you tell me if you can taste any beet. I could not, but it generally will drive the ABV up a point or two.
Ooh, all right. Ooh, okay. So Sean, while you're pouring that, I gotta ask for my viewers, why Somersworth, New Hampshire?
Somersworth. So I live in Dover.
Dover.
And the thing I think that distinguishes us from a lot of the breweries, we wanted to own, we didn't want to lease. And we looked in a 70-mile radius of Dover, and Somersworth had the cheapest building in 70 miles and the most motivated city government to bring people in. This building was empty for 8 years before we renovated it.
No shit. No shit.
So empty buildings downtown aren't a good thing.
So you took this up and you're like, you know what? Let's put Somersworth on the map. Let's put a good name.
Honestly, I mean, it comes down to economics. You can spend 60 bucks, 70 bucks a square foot to watch beer ferment, or you can spend 12,
True.
13, 14 bucks to watch
True.
beer ferment. I still get my beer all over Rockingham and Stratford counties. We're in probably 40 restaurants, most of them in the Dover, Exeter, Portsmouth, Hampton area.
Yep.
And, nobody says, oh, it fermented in Somersworth, it didn't ferment in Portsmouth. So from an economics perspective, it's easy to manufacture beer here, and then you just push it out to the coast.
Yeah. I mean, in New Hampshire, we have a lot of breweries opening up. I mean, breweries left and right.
There's 95.
There's 95. There's
Yeah,
95 breweries. Sean knows his stuff. He knows his stuff, guys.
Yeah, there's 95 breweries right now.
So for someone that's an upcoming brewer, home or wanting to do it as a hobby, or even someone that wants to take it as a market, like you yourself as a micro brewer, what would be your advice for them? Especially in New Hampshire, I'd say, or in New England.
I mean, like so many things, I'm sure, Lou, you can relate to music. It's a passion thing. If you get into this thinking you're going to be rich, solely for the reason of being rich,
You're not going to do it. Yep.
It's because you love doing it.
Yep.
It certainly helps pay the bills.
Yep.
But it's basically like we do a lot of cause beers. We did one with Ukraine. We did our Irish Red with the Somersworth Fire Department. To us, a brew pub is in the heart of your city. It's a place where everyone in that community comes, hangs, talks.
Yeah,
They feel at home. They listen to great music. There's some comfort food and some good beer. It's a vibrant part of the community.
Absolutely.
So owning a brewery, in my opinion, is a lot more lifestyle than it is getting rich.
Wow. That's honestly, I can agree with that, dude. Honestly, let's cheers to that. Cheers to that right here. Let's try your new Ukrainian. What was it called again?
It's an Anti-Imperial Stout.
I remember Anti-Imperial Stout. I laughed at that one. I was like, I like what you did there, dude. I like that.
Well, and that is a concept that our Ukrainian brewers came up with. So it's a really good.
Wow,
It's
dude.
a stock stout. The things
So subtle.
The things I found unique is I've never brewed with black malt, which is there's a lot of beers in the, in that Ukrainian, European area where black malt is a common malt. I don't see a lot of it over here in our beers. Clearly, I've never brewed with beetroot before. That was fun.
Yeah.
They typically like their stouts a little higher in ABVs than some of the ones I've done. They like them hot.
I mean, over there,
It's cold.
I'm Polish, so I mean, over there, it's like vodka is water. When you go to my mom's house, that's all she's drinking is vodka. She has a vodka in her drink, so I can understand why they like their ABV a little higher over there. I mean, you're drinking at what, 16 years old, 17? I forget what the drinking age is over there in Europe.
Probably.
So
I think, well, legally it's 18, but I'm sure nobody cares.
So I'm sure that's why. But Sean, dude, awesome beer, man. One last thing, so I don't know if I asked you this before, but what was your biggest, I would say, hurdle as a microbrewer, that before you started as a business, you were, should I do this, should I not, but you kept going?
So most brewers are home brewers once upon a time. Home brewing is a lot of fun. You're doing your garage, you drink a lot of free beer, you kind of hone your craft. When it becomes a business, you have to deal with the general public. They're going to be critical. Some people will tell you your beer sucks. They tell you your pizza's horrible. They didn't like your service. You're constantly, you got to keep your game. You believe in what you're doing, and you don't give up.
You just keep going.
Brewing is a very capital-intensive proposition. Each one of these tanks, right now, are close to 15 grand. If you want to, lay yourself with a lot of debt, you can go that route. We tried to bootstrap it and not incur any debt. So it's, on a commercial scale, it's very capital intensive. There's a lot of cash that you need to front if you're going to brew at scale.
Wow. Dude, I would love to talk to you more about this. I think it would be just a great video by itself. I think you have a lot of knowledge about it. So if you guys like this video, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you want to see more of stuff about breweries, dude, I'd love to make more stuff about this. Sean knows his stuff.
And if you're in the area, we hope to have this in cans in probably a week and a half. 100% of the profits go into the International Red Cross. We'll probably drop 50 cases of beer out of this tank, and I'm hoping it's gone in a week.
Dude, I hope it's gone in less than a week for you guys. I mean, your beer, I love their beer. I mean, every time I play here, the beer is fantastic, the service is fantastic, the food's great, the atmosphere is incredible. Dude. It all adds into effect, and that's why I knew it was gonna be, it was gonna be a great spot to interview you and kind of showcase this area. And if you guys are in the New Hampshire area and in Somersworth, stop by Stripe Nine Brewing Company. They are awesome. I'm gonna put their links in the description below. Feel free to check it out. And to end it off, Sean, do you have like a last thing to say to the fans or to anyone that's watching? Like, what would you want to say?
Drink more beer.
Well, thank you all so much for watching that video. I hope you all enjoyed it. A big shout out to Stripe Nine Brewing Company. Thank you so much for allowing me to interview you guys and allow me to vlog the performance. I really appreciate that. And guys, make sure to hit up Stripe Nine Brewing Company. They have amazing beer. I love it. I always drink it. We always bring it on our camping trips. You'll probably see videos of that in the future. And we always they're a great establishment. And again, if you like this video, I'm going to be making more vlogs, more podcasts, more streams. So make sure to subscribe and destroy that little little bell icon in the top corner. And I'll see you guys in the future. Take care. Have a good one.